French onion beef and noodles? I think so. This is gonna be amazing. Super simple recipe. Now you can use French onion soup from a can, or you can just make it yourself. And you know what? It tastes a hell of a lot better making it homemade. Get a little bit of that skin off the onion. Woo. And then take your time here. We are going to slice the onion very thin. Take your time, like I said, no rush. There's no race here in the onion game. Once we have that onion nice and sliced, grab that bench scraper, throw it in a bowl. Now we're going to take a Demcoda New York strip. You can use stew meat, you can use whatever you want. I'm going with the New York strip. We're kind of stepping the game up here just a little bit. Cube this up. Once you have this nice and cubed up, take your time, nice little cubes. Make them bite size so they're easy to eat in this pasta dish. If you want, trim some of the fat off. You don't have to. We left a lot of it on. There wasn't much to begin with, so it's just going to give you some more flavor. Look at that beautiful meat. Once again, that's Demcoda Farms. Thank you so much for that meat, guys. It is fantastic. Take that little clove of garlic. And we're just going to slice that baby up and mince it just a tad. Just look on that board for me. Ooh. Some of that knife work in there. Mince it up. It doesn't have to be super minced. It's gonna cook down and be fantastic. I'm putting it straight into our New York strip, as you can see there. Now we're gonna hit it with our shiitake seasoning. Guys, this stuff is phenomenal. If you haven't tried it, you need to. fireandsmokebarbecue.com. It's gonna be amazing. Shiitake seasoning, it can't be beat. A little bit more. Get a nice good coating on here. It's really gonna build that flavor. So now let's go into a cast iron skillet. Throw some olive oil in that baby and let it stay nice and warm. We want to sear off that steak. Here we go. Let that baby sear. That steak is gonna be delicious in this dish. Now once we have it seared off, it's not fully cooked yet, but that's okay. I want it to be more just a crust on the outside than fully cooked through. We will finish it in the later part of the video. Oh, look at that crust. Now we're going to throw in some butter and let that start to get all bubbly. Once it's given the pan a nice coat, we're going to go in with those finely chopped onions. And we're going to start cooking those onions down. We want to get that nice caramelization that like French onion soup does. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Move them around the pan a little bit, stir occasionally, but let the onions do their job. Let them cook down. Let them pull that flavor from the bottom of that pan also. Going with that classic seasoning. Oh, it goes good on everything, guys. If you haven't tried it yet, you got to. Give it another good mix right there. Work that classic seasoning through those onions. Now, as they're cooking down, we're going to go in with that W sauce Fireshire from Baron Burton's just to give it a little bit more color and some more flavor. Watch that start to bubble. Move it around so it doesn't stick too much to that pan. Really let those onions caramelize. They're starting to get that nice color. They're starting to give me those French onion soup vibes. As you can see, they also cook down quite a bit. Then we're going to go in and deglaze with a little bit of red wine. Move that around the pan. Pick up all those flavor notes and let it reduce. Cook out some of that alcohol, but deglaze that pan. Once it's cooked down, we are going to go in with about 3 cups of chicken broth. I'm sorry, of beef broth, not chicken broth. What am I saying, guys? With beef broth. Stir it around. And now back in goes our steak or stew meat, depending on what you're using. And then in goes our noodles. Stir that around and let those noodles kind of get covered with that beef broth, and that's what's going to cook all those noodles down. It's going to soak up a ton of that flavor. It's going to be fantastic. And this is going to take anywhere from about 8 to 10 minutes. Once those noodles are starting to look fully cooked, we're going to go in with a little bit of sour cream. Get that mixed in real nicely. And then hit it with that Parmesan. This stuff's gonna be good. Mix that in and fold it in real nicely. Once it's folded in nicely, give it a few minutes to cook. And then you know what time it is. It's time to plate this meal up. So now we got it in a bowl. We're going to hit it with a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And some Frenched onions. Ooh. A little bit more cheese. You can never have too much cheese. That's at least what my wife tells me. And then enjoy, guys. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.